And we are live. Welcome for this weekly live stream on the latest and greatest news in Ethereum and DeFi. I do this every Monday at 11 p.m. UTC plus 8. If you don't know me, I'm Julian, your host, and on EatTheBlocks, I teach blockchain development. So, quick reminder for those who haven't followed the previous live stream, I'm launching a new tokens for EatTheBlocks. With this token, you will be able to vote for the content on YouTube, and this token is absolutely free. I'm giving it in an airdrop, so you have to first register before April 30th, so you only have a few days left to register. So I put the link in the description, but make sure to register because really this is some free token. And so for now, we're just going to vote with this token, but in the future there are going to be some other features that will be added. And second thing is I'm going to do a webinar for basically hiring people on a freelance basis mainly. So EatTheBlocks is growing fast, and basically I want to hire teachers in order to create more blockchain courses. So I'm going to do a webinar for this, and so this is going to be outside of YouTube. This is going to be this week, Thursday, April 29th at 11 p.m. UTC plus 8. So it will be late here in Asia, but it will be beginning of afternoon in Europe and morning in America. So if you think you are interested in this, teaching blockchain courses, or if you have some skills in social media, ads, marketing, or if you have an audience already and you want to become an affiliate of the course of EatTheBlocks, come attend this webinar. So I'm going to put also the link in the description. So let me know if you can see the link, because sometimes YouTube is weird and just doesn't show my links. So hi everybody, hi Nora Onchain, Crypto Michael, MP, THX, IODG, Azartes, Low Q, well, many people, awesome. Okay, so we are going to start with Ether. How are we doing on Ether this week? So it was a very volatile week. We started badly, almost going below $2,000 before a huge rebound. We reached a new all-time high above $2,600, and so after that we came back down again, and now we up. So it's really volatile this week. Maybe $3,000 this week. I don't know. It's just so volatile. All right. So next, talking of the price of Ether, I found this interesting article of Arthur Hayes, who is the ex-CEO of BitMEX, one of the biggest exchange for crypto derivatives. And he wrote an article to explain why he is very bullish for Ethereum. So based on price revenue models, he believed that Ethereum is very undervalued. So he made a few calculations and estimated that if DeFi on Ethereum only captures 0.1% of the banking industry, one Ether could be equal to $4,000. So this is completely doable in the short term. And if DeFi and Ethereum capture 50% of the banking market, of the banking industry, one Ether would be worth $2 million. And if Ethereum ever captured the entire banking industry, which will probably never happen at this point, one Ether in this case would be worth $4 million. But even without going to such extreme, we can see that even in the low valuation, Ethereum could be worth in the tens of thousands of dollars. And for more context, so Arthur Hayes is a big Bitcoin maximalist. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he wrote an article saying how Ether was bullshit a few years ago. So you see that a lot of people are changing their mind. All right, so next, let's talk about gas. So yeah, recently gas has improved a lot. Like you can see, we have a big drop here. We haven't seen this since a few months. Last time it was sometime in November. So this is largely due to something that is called flash bots that basically enable to have all the front runner, all the liquidators do their gas auction outside of the blockchain in a more efficient way, and so everybody can benefit from this improvement. So next, let's talk of the market cap in DeFi. So we have reached a new all-time high this week, but because of the fall of the price of Ether, so now we are back to only $60 billion. But yeah, we can see that probably the next few months we're gonna hit $100 billion. So it starts to be really, really exciting. Next, for the top DeFi coins, so let's see what's the performance for the last week. So Alpaca, which is a leverage yield farm on Binance Smart Chain, awesome performance here. PancakeSwap, who had record volume, up 50%, really, really amazing. Yeah, Compound doing really well. Maker, that had very important vote this week. We're gonna talk about this after, so it's doing well. Uni also is doing well. And then let's see the losers. So not so many losers this week. And what do we have? Badger DAO, who is bringing Bitcoin to Ethereum DeFi. Then we have Loopring, which is an L2 DEX. Keeper, Saffron Finance, which always is very, very volatile. 1 week up, 1 week down. Yeah, but not so many losers this week. Okay, so let's move on to the news for DeFi project, and we're gonna start with a Balancer. So Balancer is going to has just released its V2 on mainnet. So developers can use the new smart contract right away, and for the front-end interface, it will be released on April 28th. So that's one of the advantages of being a developer. You don't need to wait for the front end. So the biggest difference when we compare Balancer V1 with V2 is that all the money of V2 will be in a single vault, and this allows a big gas saving compared to V1. And this new version will also allow people to customize the logic of liquidity pools. So for example, it will be possible to create a pool that reinvest the liquidity in a lending protocol to boost the yield that is paid to liquidity provider. So the goal of Balancer is very ambitious. They want to be the go-to platforms for developers, traders, and liquidity providers. In other words, they pretty much want to become the new Uniswap. And talking of Uniswap, it sets a new record last week with $10 billion traded over the week. So that means more money for liquidity providers of Uniswap. I haven't checked recently, but I'm pretty sure the ROI as a LP on Uniswap, depending on the pool, it can reach like 20, 30, 40% easy. Next. Some news from Synthetics. So Synthetics is adding stocks to its list of synthetic assets. So we will have synthetic stocks for Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, and these will all be available as token on Ethereum. It means you will be able to buy these tokens on the blockchain even without any brokerage account. The Synthetics DAO is going to give some incentive to liquidity provider of these pools for the next 5 weeks. So you're going to earn some extra income if you're a LP for these tokens. It's very important to incentivize these LPs because stocks only trade during a part of the day. So if we want LP to keep their liquidity even outside of the trading hour, we need to give them some incentive. And it also means that it's now possible for anyone to trade stocks even outside of the normal trading hours. So this will make trading stocks on DeFi superior to trading stock on the stock exchange, because stock prices and synthetics can react to events in real time even outside of the market hours. So we might even see the open price of stocks on stock exchange, that we might see this price be influenced by the price of synthetic stocks on Ethereum. It also opened up the possibility of new arbitrage between the synthetic stocks on blockchain and the actual stocks on stock market. A couple of months ago, I predicted that we would have stocks on the blockchain soon. This is already happening. I didn't think it would come this fast, and this signals the start of a major shift in the power dynamics between DeFi and centralized finance. This is only the beginning, and in the future, we're gonna have, you can expect to have more and more liquidity from centralized finance, which is going to be sucked into Ethereum and DeFi. So these new synthetics token allow a new category of DeFi apps, such as the Wall Street Bet dApp. So yes, Wall Street Bet is coming to crypto. So after becoming mainstream earlier this year, the Reddit community of stock investors is coming to the blockchain. So they have released a dApp to allow you to invest in a basket of stocks, but from the blockchain. And they are using the Synthetics protocol to get some synthetic stocks on the blockchain. So they have distributed their token in an IDO, which is short for Initial DEX Offering. So this is basically an ICO and a listing on an exchange, but happening at the same time. And they have used BSC Starter for their token launch, which is a launch pad on Binance Smart Chain. So following the launch of this dApp, crypto discussion were finally allowed on the subreddit of Wall Street Bet, because before it was forbidden. So yeah, I mean, they can see that there is this huge overlap between the community of Wall Street Bets and the crypto community. So I think it really makes sense for them to open up the discussion. Then the Naos Finance. So this is a new DeFi project for lending and borrowing. They just raised $5.1 million. So what makes Naos Finance special is that you will be able to use real world asset as a collateral to borrow money on the blockchain. So it's one more project that connects real world to the blockchain. So it really seems to be a new trend. We see more and more projects like this. And I saw on the page that they have Mr. Block as an advisor. So this is he's someone famous in the community, in the crypto community here in Taiwan. So and they also have some article written in Chinese. So I'm pretty sure that these guys are based in Taiwan. I need to check, but yeah, the crypto community here in Taiwan is pretty good actually. Next, some news from Maker. So Maker, the company behind the DAI stablecoin, is considering accepting real-world assets as collateral to mint new DAI tokens. So the first two real-world assets to be accepted will be supply chain invoices and musician future royalty streams. So Maker would work with two companies for this: Console Freight, a platform for supply chain finance, and Paperchain, which makes musician royalty payments from Spotify instantly available. So this would only be the beginning, and after there would be gradually more and more real world assets accepted by Maker, like maybe real estate, who knows. So this would be decided with a vote by the Maker community. So real world coming to blockchain. This is really how blockchain will conquer the world. So super exciting. Still from Maker, another news. So very important news from Maker. So there is an upcoming vote to update the liquidation mechanism. So there are a lot of changes, but the most important is that they're going to accept partial bids. So that means you can submit a bid of any size for the liquidation, whereas before you needed to submit a bid in a lot of 50,000 DAI, which obviously was in favor of whales. And the new liquidation mechanism will also have a support for flash loan, which means you won't need any capital at all except to cover the transaction fees. That's it. But to reimburse the loan itself. You could use a flash loan probably natively, I guess. So yeah, it will be easier for everybody to do some liquidation. So potentially some nice opportunity here for liquidators. Next, some news from Aave. So Aave has just launched on Polygon, which is one of the leading L2 chain for Ethereum, and the launch was very successful. Transaction exploded by more than 2,000%. The transaction volume grew already to $250 million. So it's still way less than Aave on L1 Ethereum, but probably that soon we will have a flippening, and Aave on Polygon will have more activity than Aave on Ethereum L1. It's totally possible. So Aave is one of the main protocol on Ethereum, a creator of the flash loan concept, one of the leading lending protocol. So it's really significant to see Aave successfully migrating to Polygon. And there is a liquidity mining program of Polygon that gives $40 million of their token to lenders and borrowers of Aave. So that's 1% of the total supply of the Matic token, the native token of Polygon. Talking of Polygon, so the total value locked is going up very, very fast. So it was only $5 million when Polygon launched in October last year. And as you can see, it will soon reach $1 billion. So personally, I'm very bullish on Matic, the token of Polygon. In the future, Matic could capture a lot of the value currently in some Ethereum killers like Binance Smart Chain. So if you want to see the potential of Matic, you can compare it with the market cap of Binance Smart Chain, for example. One day, the market cap of Polygon could be the market cap of Binance Smart Chain. Yeah, it's really not impossible at all. Then some news from Ample Force. So this is an algorithmic stablecoin, and is one of the first one, if not the first one, I believe. And they are releasing their governance token Forth. So it's going to be airdropped to their users. So if you have used Ample Force before, you can enjoy your gift. Then some news from Alpha Homera. So Alpha Homera V2 was just relaunched. So Alpha Homera is a leverage yield farming protocol on Ethereum. Their V2 was launched for the first time earlier this year. But it was hacked in what was one of the largest exploit of all time. In total, they was stolen $37 million. Yeah, it hurts. So now with this new release, hopefully everything has been fixed. But be careful, because this project is leverage yield farming. So leverage, it's risky. Yield farming, it's risky. So you compound two risks at the same time. So it's very, very, very risky. Then some news from PancakeSwap. So PancakeSwap alone became bigger than Ethereum. In the past 24 hours, the number of transactions happening on PancakeSwap has been more than the entire Ethereum network combined. So it was 2 million transactions for PancakeSwap and 1.55 million for Ethereum. And one of the reasons of the increase could be the surge in interest for SafeMoon. So SafeMoon is a token listed on Binance Smart Chain. It's a new kind of token that basically charge fee every time someone transfer the token. I believe they also do some native yield farming. So yeah, like now everybody is talking about SafeMoon, and so that's a big reason why PancakeSwap is so going so nuts right now. Next. So with all this hot project on Binance Smart Chain, the Binance Smart Chain itself is breaking new records. So in the last 24 hours, there were 6 million transactions on Binance Smart Chain to compare with 1.55 million on Ethereum. Next use from this new project, NFTB. So NFT is coming to Binance Smart Chain. NFTB, this is a new NFT project, and they just raised $100 million from the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem fund. So that's a huge sum of money, especially for such a new project. 100 million. Oh my god. So Binance has some really deep pockets, and if you have a good idea, they won't hesitate to fund it. So this new project, NFTB, is a decentralized marketplace for NFT. So you can mint, sell, buy, and swap NFTs at a fraction of the cost and at a fraction of the speed of other NFT platform on Ethereum. So it will cost between 10 to 1,000 less to mint NFT compared to Ethereum-based platform like Rarible. So I think this has really a lot of potential, because really the big selling point of Binance Smart Chain is that it's cheaper, and cheaper is especially important for NFT. Then we're going to talk of Binance. So Binance, which is the biggest centralized crypto exchange in the world in front of Coinbase, Binance is going to offer tokenized stocks for the big stocks like Microsoft or Apple. So it's once again real world coming to blockchain. This is coming at the same time as Synthetics announced they will offer something similar. So I wouldn't be surprised if very soon a large part of the stock trading industry moves on-chain, at least for the retail investors. So long term, I think it's going to be hard for companies like Robinhood to compete with this, because really on-chain stock trading will be superior to off-chain stock trading. Then some news from Tether, the stable coin. So Tether just passed $50 billion of market cap. It has more than doubled since the beginning of the year. So the recent increase was helped by Coinbase Pro, which announced they will list Tether. So I'm happy to see the ecosystem finally trusting Tether again after all the drama we heard before. Tether is really a central part of the crypto ecosystem, and even though nobody likes that they are so centralized, we do need Tether. So at some point in the future, when the decentralized algorithmic stablecoin like Ampleforce, when this coin will start to work, they will probably replace Tether, or at least complement it a lot, but we're still very far from this point. Then news from a company called Securrency. So this is a crypto company that has just raised $30 million from banks in the US. So they are providing compliance software to enterprise customers to support issuance, exchange, administration, and servicing of digital assets. So I know it sounds very boring, but it's actually super important. So big companies are always much more at risk to be sued if they are not perfectly compliant with regulations. So that's why they are always very cautious about respecting all the regulation. They prefer to miss business opportunities than risking to be sued. And yes, that's really one of the compliance is one of the main obstacles for these big companies to get into crypto. So companies like Securrency, they will allow to build the infrastructure necessary for these big companies to get into crypto. Then some super exciting news from Wyoming. So a couple of weeks ago, I was discussing that in Wyoming, they were discussing a bill to allow DAOs to become legal entities. So the law was finally voted and will become effective July 1st this year. So this means in the future, it will be standard for DAOs to incorporate in Wyoming exactly like companies incorporate in Delaware. So DAOs will be created no matter what, and they will give their money to the most accommodating legislation. And so Wyoming saw this, and they are going to collect a nice paycheck. This is really easy money for the government. They just have to be the first one. And for the other government that are just too slow, are not paying attention, they are not going to get any of this money. So this is really an example showing how crypto regulation makes more money for government, not less money. And for DAOs, of course, this is amazing. And once we have this, maybe we'll start to see some big companies that start to think about DAO, because now it's tied to a legal framework, and big companies want this. So yeah, potentially after this, we'll start to see a huge development of DAO. So we're gonna have DeFi, NFT, and maybe a new big niche in blockchain, which will be DAO. Then we're gonna talk of Bitcoin. So what's happening on Bitcoin this week? So Ethereum and other crypto had a pretty good week, but Bitcoin is still struggling. And the Bitcoin dominance ratio is at its lowest since 2018. So that's really a proof that the Bitcoin season and altcoin season theory is correct. Currently, people are rotating the assets from Bitcoin to Ethereum, to DeFi, and to other altcoins. Then, talking of Bitcoin, so there was another application for a Bitcoin ETF that was just filed in New York. So everybody believed that we are just a few months away from the first Bitcoin ETF. And that would be, of course, a huge boost, not only for Bitcoin, but for the crypto community in general. So I quote the article: the SEC has rejected every Bitcoin ETF application, but Gary Gensler, the SEC new chairman, could change the regulator attitude to the novel investment product. Gensler is a former Commodity Futures Trading Commission, so that's the CFTC. He's a former CFTC chairman who taught crypto and blockchain courses at Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So basically, this guy, he was EatTheBlocks, but for the MIT. And so now he's the head of the SEC. So there is a really high chance that we're gonna get this first ETF that is approved. So yeah, expect a huge boost in the market sometime this summer. So next, some news from JP Morgan. So JP Morgan is planning to offer an actively managed Bitcoin fund to some clients from this summer. So that's very significant because not so long ago, James Dimon, so this guy, the CEO of JP Morgan, he was saying that Bitcoin was a scam, blah, blah, blah. And so now they are totally changing their attitude. So yeah, they do learn. We just need to give them some time, huh? Okay, so next, some news from the NFL. So a player of the Kansas City team will take his entire salary of $920,000. Will take his entire salary in Bitcoin. So while I would personally prefer to get my salary in Ether, it's always great for mainstream adoption when we have these famous people that make announcements like this. So it's good. Next, some news from developers. So news from Remix, the online IDE for Solidity, the programming language for smart contracts. So Remix is now available as a plugin for VS Code. So it has exactly the same feature as the web version of Remix, except you don't need to leave your code editor. So it's much more convenient. Then quickly wanted to mention this new product from a Block Native. So this is a simulation platform. This allows you to simulate transaction against the mempool. So this is very useful if you want to do arbitrage, liquidations, etc. Before, if you wanted to simulate transaction against the mempool, it was a little bit more technical, but using their tool, you can do it much more easily. And very importantly, they have worked very hard for on the latency. So basically, that means you can do your simulation really quickly. And if you find some opportunity, you can act on it very fast. Okay, so next we're going to do the Q&A. So before, quickly, I'm going to remind you of the two important links this week. So first, the airdrop for the EatTheBlocks token. If you haven't yet registered for the airdrop, register now. You have until April 30. This is totally free to register for the airdrop, so really don't waste an opportunity. And second, for people who want to work with EatTheBlocks, so EatTheBlocks is hiring teachers to create blockchain courses, some people in marketing, social media ads, and also you can work as an affiliate if you already have an audience, and basically you can make money by having affiliate links to my courses. So if you are interested in all of this, register for the webinar that I'm going to do this Thursday, this week, at so April 29th at 11 p.m. UTC plus 8, and we will discuss in more details how you can work with EatTheBlocks. So personally, my career in blockchain just grew up so much after I started to teach some blockchain courses. So for me, it was really a fantastic boost. And so now you have a way to do it much more easily than I did, because when I started, I had no audience at all. But now you can leverage the audience of EatTheBlocks to launch your own blockchain course. So yeah, register for this webinar. This is going to be super interesting. Okay, so now I'm going to scroll up a little bit and see all the message. Wow, we have a lot today. Okay, so what do we have? IODG, good to be here today. Nora Onchen, EatTheBlocks token to the moon. Azertiz is telling me in French, hi, thanks for your work. Thanks, man. Loiq, hi, bro. Loiq, love your content. Thank you. Jake Brading, what's good, Julian? Hey, man. Edwin, hi. MS Hacker 321, you say everyone name and not my name. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Hi, man. So, sometimes I go a little bit too fast. Nihon is saying in French, incredible that you are French. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Like you saying, I want Ether at 1.5k. What? No way, man. No way. Jake Breeding, gas has really improved on ETH recently, and then Polygon taking up some slack. Things are looking great right now. Yes, yes. John DeVilla, what about NFT art token? Yeah, this week I didn't have any news about NFT, but I often do. Russell Brooks, how can you stake on ETH without getting wrecked on gas fees? You can use a staking pool like Anchor, yeah, and basically you use a centralized solution, and they do the staking for you. But you will have to pay the transaction fee to send them your ETH. This you have no choice. But just a simple Ether transfer is still reasonable. Thomas de Bouvers say CRV. CRV what? CRV token. I didn't follow the news of Curve this week, but I believe they have something new, but I forgot. Russell Brooks, I will probably do Pancake. I don't know what you mean. Like you, do you know any flash on opportunity on Binance Smart Chain? Yeah, I did a video about this actually. For example, there are two DEX that are clone of Uniswap. You have Bakery Swap, you have Pancake Swap, so you can monitor the price differences on these two and use a flash loan to make money. So yeah, do a quick search on my channel. You'll find this video. It was probably a few weeks ago. Abracadabra, Polygon is Matic. Yes, there was a rebranding. Russell Brooks, I have a small portfolio, so if gas is such high proportion, it's not worth it. Yeah, so in this case, you can change to Binance Smart Chain, and the fees are much more reasonable. You can also start to look at Polygon. Now you start to have some traction. Abracadabra, Russell, so use ONX Vault. It will save you gas and yield for ETH. Okay, I didn't know ONX Vault, need to check that. Jack Breeding, EasyFi is like the opposite of Aave right now. Hopefully things get worked out. I haven't followed what is EasyFi. To the judging by the name of it, it looks like one of these centralized lending protocol, no, like a BlockFi maybe. Loic, EasyFi CEO scam people. Oh, okay. Well, I know nothing about that. Maybe. Abracadabra, Binance Smart Chain is full of scam. Yeah, a lot of scam on Binance Smart Chain, so you gotta be careful. Okay. Abracadabra say Pancake V2 will burn much more cake token now, so that's bullish. Okay, I wasn't even aware they were about to release their V2. Interesting. Parasnat, hi man, how are you? Hey. Jake Breeding, EasyFi was trying to do some interesting things. We'll see how transparent they will be about everything. Okay, I can't comment. I don't know EasyFi. Abracadabra, Julian, it's not true with NFTB. Altogether, to Budel program from Binance is $100 million. And one of the first projects which were listed on Binance. Oh, okay, so you think they didn't get $100 million of funding? You think that's the whole program of Binance? Okay, well maybe the article I read was misleading. I mean, personally, I find it like super surprising, like how the hell they can raise $100 million. It just seems completely crazy. THX, I look up NFT art and I found a website and a coin of the same name. Okay, I don't know this project. Abracadabra, Bakery Swap, focus on NFT. Okay, oh, interesting. You can't mint there your own NFT, buy NFT from marketplace. Okay, I haven't studied much. Oh, you mean you can mint your own NFT from Bakery Swap? Really? Okay, interesting. Need to check it out. Okay. Okay, Jake Breeding saying that's cool. Too bad there are like 200 people in Wyoming and 20 of them have computer. Yes, but it doesn't matter because what matters is just that DA would decide to be incorporated there. You don't need to live in Wyoming. It's like Delaware. Abracadabra saying register. I think you mean for the airdrop of EatTheBlocks and sell me all your coins. Anton, what do you think of Ripple and Litecoin? They have large market cap, but technology is not so good. Yeah, forget about them. Like this was really like a 2017 blockchain, you know. But they have no reason to have any market cap at all. Like these are like phantom chain. Dixon Fadel, hello Julian. Hey man, Edwin, looking forward to make DeFi course more clear or more example how to follow sometime. Okay. Well, yeah, you can send me. So I think Edwin, I think you took the course. So yeah, if you have some questions, some suggestion, you can send me an email. Jack Breeding, congrats on the token. I have to get on Binance Smart Chain like today. You just need to use an Ethereum address and you can register for the airdrop. You just have to make sure you do control the private key, so don't use an address from a centralized exchange. It will not work. Lyosha, hey, is there any current DeFi project you are particularly excited about? So excited, I don't know if I'm excited, but I'm curious about SafeMoon because everybody is talking about it. So yeah, I'll probably have to do a video about it. Yeah. Romain, hey bro, would be a great idea to make a new series from A to Z to follow the DeFi course. It's kind of hard to follow from the creation to the deployment of Binance Smart Chain, for example. I watch almost all of your tutorial. Great work. Wow. Vive la France. Yes. So yeah, man. Oh, that's awesome because I really have a lot of videos, so that must have took you a lot of time. So I don't know if you're aware, but I have a course on DeFi, so you can find the link in the description. So if you want something a little bit more structured, before on my channel I used to do more series, but you know, series on YouTube it's a little bit harder because everything is just more chaotic. You don't know if people will really follow the whole series. So now I do more like individual videos. Then Coinbuzz feed saying hype is real. I think you mean for SafeMoon. I mean the price is mooning right now. So, but I didn't have the time to look at the code, so I prefer not to say much about SafeMoon. Dixon, thought on Harmony Chain. What's the point of sharding? Okay, no, I didn't know this blockchain. Roman, did you plan to start some course on Solana? This project is amazing. Maybe. So yeah, so as I was saying before, actually let me repost the, okay, I'm going to repost the two link. So one link for the webinar for people who want to work with EatTheBlocks. So as I was saying, I'm going to hire some teacher to create some blockchain courses as well as other people. So yeah, if with the teacher I will hire, maybe some of them can do one of them can do a course on Solana if there is some demand. Yeah. And oh yeah, the other link I wanted to remind you about is the link for the airdrop of EatTheBlocks. So for people who haven't registered yet. Okay, so let me continue the chat. We have a lot of questions tonight. This is great. Okay, so Nihon is saying thanks for the content. I will try to I will try to mix my skills in finance with Solidity. Yes, it's a great combination to have some coding skills and experience in finance. This is exactly the kind of profile that DeFi company love. Anton D, hello, do you think Binance Coin will continue rising to Ethereum level or it already reached its potential? It's a very good question. I don't think it will reach the level of Ethereum. It will probably keep rising, but I don't see it reaching Ethereum. But more interestingly, I can see Matic, the token of Polygon. I can see this token reaching the market cap of Binance Smart Chain. So I see huge potential on Matic. Michael Galerizo is saying no XRP, no Ripple, eat the blocks. Yes, yes, Michael. Vixel trade, maybe a dumb question, but how does an NFT exchange ownership if it's immutable, or does only the NFT exchange define who owns what? Okay, so in the NFT token, what's immutable is the data attached to it, but the owner of the NFT can change. Yeah, so this is updatable. Michael saying, anyone going to Miami for the Bitcoin conference? Oh, interesting. I haven't followed this. This reminds me, actually, it's this Bitcoin conference is of historic importance, because Vitalik Buterin, he made the first announcement of Ethereum during the Bitcoin conference of in Miami. I think that was in 2013, something like this. So yeah, just for history's sake. Dixon saying lot of hype around Moshi Swap and One Moon token on Harmony. Okay, well, I gotta check this Harmony chain. I didn't know that. Okay, Abracadabra saying Viva la France. Yes. Forex Shark, keep up the good work. Looking forward to the airdrop and building some dApps for it. Yes, Forex Shark. Me too. I'm so excited. We're gonna do like many projects with this token, and with some videos also on the channel. Already the other day when I was building the airdrop, it makes me happy because like this wasn't just a tutorial, but that's like a production app that people are really going to use. So it's like slightly more pressure, but it's also like technically more interesting because you have to make sure that everything works fine. You have to handle all the different possible errors. Okay, so Abracadabra saying, by the way, I made 13x on SafeMoon and I'm out. Wow, this is awesome. Finn Robinson, do you still think Ethereum will reach $10,000 and Bitcoin $100,000 this year? It's difficult to give dates. Ethereum, okay, so Bitcoin $100,000 this year. Yeah. Ethereum 10,000. Okay, at least I think it will at least double or triple from where it's now. But yeah, I would say I'm very confident it will reach at least 5,000, and quite confident it will reach 10,000. Yeah. Okay, so Abracadabra, I bought Matic like 2 months ago after you mentioned that in the video. Nice move. Wow. Yes, nice move. PLV, hi from Argentina. Thanks for all the material you share. I'm a programmer and this makes me easier to start developing dApps. Yes, this is the goal. Jake Breeding, so crazy. 100,000 Bitcoin is only 2x. Is looking so damn good right now. Yes. Roman saying, I see a big potential in Matic. Me watch my history trade getting Matic at 2.4 cent. Oh my god. I hope you have some. I hope you fill your bags very nicely, because now like I think you made like a 15x or something like this. Yeah, nice. Huh? No, 20x. Yeah. Tuna, I'm a developer and I'm struggling to figure out is LP token or NFT or just ERC20. Is any way to figure out that from contract ABI? So NFT it's ERC721 and LP token it's ERC20. But you just in order to understand this, you can just use your common sense. So LP token, many people can have the same. So if many people can have the same, this is fungible. Fungible is ERC20. NFT, the whole point of NFT is that there is just one copy. So there is only one person who can own an NFT. So that means non-fungible. So that's ERC721. And yes, with by looking at the ABI, you can figure out if they're which interface they implement. Then Philippe Dumonet saying Ample Force is pretty centralized. Okay, I haven't studied much Ample Force. Anton saying, do you think serious regulation soon coming from US government because market is getting so large? Wow, big questions. It's maybe I think it's gonna go in both directions. Maybe we're gonna have some bad news from regulations, but at the same time, you're also probably gonna have a Bitcoin ETF coming soon. We have now like so much interest of big money in crypto that any moves of regulators that is in the world of crypto, if they regulate too much, at this point it's going to be costly politically. So I think now they will be very careful about what they do. Yeah. Then Low Q saying, hey bro, which platform is safest for DeFi staking? I recommend to just use the interface of the DeFi project that you want to stake for. So if you want to stake for, I don't know, Project X, then you use the interface of Project X. But if you use some platform that allow you to stake in other DeFi project, that means now you have an extra risk, because you have the risk of the DeFi project itself, but then you also have the risk of the interface that you are using. So if you can just use the interface of the DeFi project itself, and also be careful with the centralized, any centralized platform that allow you to do staking, then you lose a lot of the benefit of DeFi. The only thing you win in this case is lower fees. That's it. Smart Crypto Boy, Chainlink $1,000 end of year. Yes, possible. Yeah, Chainlink at this stage, it has really established itself as the clear leader in Oracle. So yeah, I'm very bullish for Matic. Loki, your prediction for Matic with this level of adoption? Yeah, as I was saying before, I do think Matic can match the market cap of Binance Smart Chain. So I think right now for Matic, for Polygon, we are at less than $1 billion. For Binance Smart Chain, we are at 100 billion something, maybe $150 billion, I believe. So yeah, I do think for Matic we have like a solid, like a 100x possible. Yeah. Okay. Then aren't Jake Breeding actually aren't LP token 721s? No, they are. They respect the interface of ERC20. No. Abracadabra. Julian, I saw Marie Le Pen coin. Was your work? What? What? No, it's not me. What else? Low Q. I mean, which DeFi project is safest for staking? Wow, that's a very it's a very difficult one. I mean, when you do staking, that means that you are exposed to the underlying coin. So if the project is hacked, even if the staking mechanism is not hacked itself, but if another part of the project is hacked and you stake the governance token, then the price of the governance token is going to turn to shit. So yeah, whatever you stake, that means you need to be comfortable having an exposure for the underlying governance token. Yeah. Okay, so I think we are reaching the end of the stream because I don't think any more question. Yeah, so let me quickly put the links again. So if you want to work with EatTheBlocks and basically become a teacher and teach blockchain course, so I'm going to do a webinar this week, Thursday, at 11 p.m. UTC plus 8. So register for this webinar. And if you haven't registered yet for the airdrop, I put the link as well the airdrop of the EatTheBlocks token. You still have until the end of this month to register. Okay, quickly some other question. Kevin, are flash loans still a viable option to make some profit? Yeah, like no more or less than before, exactly the same. Michael, is there anything else that some of us in the community can help for the token? Maybe try out some of our new skills. Yeah, actually, thanks for asking, Michael. Actually, I think I'm going to do a test of the airdrop on the testnet of Binance Smart Chain, just to make sure that everything works well. So yeah, probably I'm going to maybe announce this on Twitter, and we're going to do like a test airdrop. Yeah, but thanks for asking. And Tuna, I just tune in. Oh, that's the end. But you can rewind the stream. Loki, do you think there will be flash loan for Binance Smart Chain? Yes, it's already the case. I've made a video about this. Yeah. Alright guys, we're gonna stop here. So yeah, thanks for coming today. Really big stream today, a lot of people, I love it. And I will see you later this week. Have a great week, guys. Bye bye.